So they say the internet is forever, right? Well, you will not believe what Joe Rogan was able to dig up. This old video from The View where they're all hugging and kissing and loving on Donald Trump. One person can't keep her hands off of him. It is the complete opposite of what we watch nowadays when you see The View, which I don't watch, but you see clips here and there. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and check it out.
Hey, everybody used to like Trump. Like the show. You ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes, but I can't remember what you're referring to.
You should see it because it's bonkers. This is it. Watch this. This is bonkers. Go full screen. This is literally bonkers.
A real estate mogul and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
My friend.
My friend. Watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
Go standing O.
Bro, watch this. Just watch how this goes. Watch this. So she's a Republican. That's easy.
Yep.
But everybody else.
Look at Joy. Can't wait to get a hug in.
Yeah, everyone's hugging. Look at this. Look at this. Kisses, hugs, kisses to Whoopi. Everybody hugs and kisses.
Wow, that's crazy. Whoopi Goldberg won't even say Donald Trump's name nowadays. And she just gave him a hug. That is insane how politics can change a person so quickly.
Kisses, even Joy Behar. Hugs and kisses.
Even Joy Behar, hugs and kisses.
See? Now, watch this.
So I'm going to take you at your word that you have not decided yet when you're going to run, but you're thinking about it, and you've expressed some of your views, which are controversial and in many ways, but
not to her.
Well, not to her. Okay, you're a Republican, so, but let's say that you do decide in the spring, right? And your ideas resonate so much. On the other hand, we saw Newt Gingrich apologizing for his marriages and divorces. You've had 3 marriages, 2 sort of uncomfortable divorces. Do you think that
not really. They were very comfortable.
Well, we won't review all that. Do you think...
Getting laughs right away.
That would bother anybody?
I think the country is doing so badly, they want somebody that's going to help it. I think the country is never been in a position like it is right now. It's being ripped off by every nation, every intelligent nation in the world, whether it's China. They're taking our jobs, they're making all our product, and then they loan us back the money, we pay them interest.
That is
Whether
crazy.
it's OPEC.
This is crazy. I mean, this was only 13 years ago, and the standard that she was using to ask him was, you've had 2 divorces. Nowadays, seems like divorces are a dime a dozen, and it just goes to show how in such a short amount of time, things can completely go awry so fast. When you consider men and women's sports, the gender confirmation of kids, of minors, what the things that they want to do with them and not even tell their parents about it in public schools, the popularity of websites like OnlyFans and things like that. And, her question was, you've had a couple of divorces. My, how things have changed.
Field day right now. How about the Arab League? They say, we want you to go in and attack Libya. These are the wealthiest countries in the world. Why aren't they paying us?
Okay,
so then they change their minds also.
But you didn't answer my question.
No, I did answer your question. I really think people...
it won't matter?
I think maybe 10 years ago it would have mattered, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The fact is, I think people want somebody now that's going to protect them and protect this country, because we're not going to be a great country for long if we keep going the way we're going right now.
If you...
The audience cheers.
Yeah.
When we have France leading the charge, okay? France, this is our new leader. By the way, they led for about 2 hours. After that, nobody's seen them. I don't know if you know that or not.
They're geographically, so they should.
Let me just ask a follow-up question to that.
Their lead is the point.
Let me just ask a follow-up question to that. Let's say you run. You've given a lot of thought for this. Who would you like as your vice president? Possibly Sarah Palin?
Well, I think it's far too early even to discuss that. I'm going to make a decision sometime prior to June. I'm thinking about it very strongly. I think I'd do a really good job. I think I'd protect this country like it's not being protected. It's funny. So many of the things I say, now politicians are saying, hey, that's right. Why aren't they paying us? If you look at North Korea, South Korea, we're protecting South Korea. They're making a fortune. Let's call it hundreds of billions of dollars of profit on us. We have 25,000 soldiers over there protecting them. They don't pay us. Why aren't they paying us?
You'd be treating this like a business.
No, a business with heart.
Okay.
Believe me, there's a lot of heart. It's a business, but it's also a business with heart. We will destroy this country. It won't be a war if the economics of this country keep going the way they're going. We're not going to have a country.
You're kind of a social liberal, Donald. You know, you're a social liberal. Could you actually get the base to vote for you in the primary?
Well, every poll is saying that I'm the one that does the best. They're doing polls.
They actually have you a higher approval rating than Mitt Romney, Tim Pawlenty, John Boehner.
She just said right there that he's basically a liberal. And the craziest thing about this is if Donald Trump would have ran on the Democratic ticket instead of the Republican ticket, I have no doubt that these people would still love him, right? And I think a bunch of people that are MAGA nowadays would still love him. It's not a Republican-Democrat thing. It's about having a strong America. It's about providing a nice life for all Americans. Having safe streets and affordable groceries and gas and utilities and the cost of living and being able to thrive and have your family. It's just crazy to consider and think about how the landscape of this planet, of this country, would be so different if Donald Trump would have just ran on the Democratic platform. All the mainstream media wouldn't hate him. I mean, I really honestly, truly believe that. Do you guys disagree? If Donald Trump would have ran and won as a Democrat, he would be finishing up his 8th year right now. The Democrats would have a much stronger position, and that's probably why they hated him so much, because when he went and ran on a Republican ticket, they were forced to hate him because they're so tribal that it got to the point where if Trump would have cured cancer, Democrats would have resisted it and argued against it and said that he's some kind of whatever. It's just mind-blowing to me how things change in such a short time over politics. And don't get me wrong, if the Democrats would have went down the same path that they did, where they support men and women's sports and restrooms, the gender transitioning of kids behind parents' back, the puberty blockers that are basically sterilization drugs, all the type of stuff that's gone on, there would still be quite a divide between Americans who are America first and these people. But as a free thinker in this clown world, I just can't help but wonder how different everything would look had Donald Trump just simply ran on the Democratic ticket. And you still had to account for the Hillary Clinton factor. Was she just going to allow Donald Trump to beat her in the primaries? We saw what happened to Bernie Sanders in those same primaries. So maybe Trump would have never made the actual ticket, but he did beat her in the general election, so he might have beat her in that primary as well. I don't know. We'll never know. I just thought this was crazy. I'm glad I came across this, and I wanted to show it to you guys. With that, don't forget to catch my live show Saturdays at 8 p.m. It's called the Jar Openers Podcast. I look forward to seeing you guys there and having a conversation. And if not, no worries. Just make sure you please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.